Welcome, Aries. This is going to be an energy card reading for you for the month of June. If you are new here, my name is Kat, and this is my channel, Vibrational You. I do card readings, I do guided meditations, spiritual chit-chats and stuff, so if that seems like it's up your alley and you feel called to like and subscribe, I would appreciate it and would love to have your energy as part of the collective. We are going to start you off here with a couple of cards. This is the Crystal Magic Tarot, so we are getting you some general energy as well as some crystals to work with for the month of June, should you feel called to. First up, you have the Ace of Wands and Clear Quartz. So it looks like the energy for the month of June is starting off here with some new passionate aspects, some new ideas, something new to feel excited about or get into. And clear quartz is an energy amplifier. It's a staple and always an excellent stone to have around. So Spirit saying, amplify this energy in the month of June. What else do we have for Aries, please? What can we let them know? The High Priestess Labradorite. That's a powerful combination, Aries. The High Priestess being getting into your intuition, your higher self, as well as there may be some mysteries to dig into or unfolding before you. One more for Aries, please, with the base. And the Queen of Wands, Tanzanite. That is some pretty powerful base energy to start off with here, Aries. The Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. Some very powerful feminine energy for June. Very exciting energy. I feel like the High Priestess or your intuition here is leading you into this Queen of Wands energy where we're just feeling powerful, feeling attractive, and setting our sights on our own happiness. The Queen of Wands usually pictured with sunflowers like she is here, and sunflowers turn their faces towards the sun. So the Queen of Wands, highly associated with pursuing your happiness, pursuing your joy. And it looks like there is some new pursuit, new joy, something new and exciting coming up for you. Let's see what the Angels and Ancestors Oracle has to say. What are we pursuing? We have Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So the foxes are usually represented as being crafty or clever, and that's because for a long period of time in history, foxes were hunted pretty widely. And so foxes have to know when to run, when to dash, when to hide, how to use their skills in an ever-changing environment. So the fox has the skills it needs in order to navigate any change coming their way. And we have the High Priest, intend and create. So you now have the divine masculine energy coming out with the High Priestess here, of also the High Priest in this deck. So this is a strong energy of manifestation and believing in your own magic. So where the High Priestess is the divine feminine energy, the intuition, the connectedness, the receiving, the High Priest is going to be the divine masculine energy, and that the creation energy, intend and create, making things happen, wielding his magic. And then you have Medicine Mother on the Queen of Wands over here. And it says, honor your inner knowing. So another strong card of follow your intuition, follow your truth, your inner knowing. And that's coming up on the Queen of Wands here, which is also about following, seeking your joy. Not being concerned with what other people think about whatever it is. The Queen of Wands is also not afraid to stand out, to be different, to catch people's eye, to gain attention. And the Medicine Mother, let's get you some tarot on top of it. Honor your inner knowing. What is it that Aries needs to know? What's going on here in the 3D for the month of June, please? So we've got the Five of Pentacles coming up with it. And I'm going to put that with that Medicine Mother card because I felt like there was just additional information that needed to come out with that one. And the Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, or a lack mentality, a lack mindset. With honor your inner knowing. Yes. So it's coming out here with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. The Ten of Cups being your happily ever after. And the Ace of Wands coming out again. So it's the second time we've had the Ace of Wands, following a new truth, a new passion, a new excitement. And the Two of Swords coming out with that. So the Two of Swords can be a choice that needs to be made, but in order to make that choice, she needs to take off that blindfold. And I feel like in this situation, this Five of Pentacles, the lack mentality or feeling left out of the cold, is the blindfold that needs to come off so that we don't feel trapped in our decisions. Sometimes the Two of Swords feels to me like somebody who's trapped in their decisions, thinking that there aren't any options, or there's only limited options, only one way or the other of doing things. But if this person takes off the blindfold, they'll see that there's a whole world full of options, a whole world full of different ways to do things. And this Ace of Wands feels like what we come across, what we discover when we take off the blindfold. An option, a passion, a pursuit that leads to the Ten of Cups. Can you tell me more for Aries, please? What should Aries do? What should they do with this Five of Pentacles, please? Temperance. So a card of balancing things out, being more temperate. Sometimes a card of mixing things together to temper them. The process of tempering something also makes it stronger. I feel like there's something in maybe the way we're viewing a situation that needs to be toned down a little bit, maybe. Maybe we are perceiving things in a little bit, don't be mad, but maybe we are viewing things in a little bit And a little bit more of it too dramatic as a way that it needs to be seen as. Making it out to be more than it really needs to be. And if we take an attitude of temperance to look at it from a more balanced perspective, then we may find that we're not as lacking as we think we are. Or not as lacking as it feels like it is. The medicine mother says, honor your inner knowing, but she's a healer. So I'm also feeling like there's something that needs to be healed to unleash your Queen of Wands here. The Hanged Man, yeah, a change of perspective. I'm not surprised. I almost said seeing things from a different perspective, a more balanced perspective. Looking at things in a different light here with the Hanged Man coming out. Thank you, Spirit. Can you let me know? Yeah, the Tower. So either something has recently crumbled and fallen apart, which is why we're feeling left out in the cold with this Five of Pentacles, or it's something coming up. But never fear the Tower, right? We never need to fear the Tower, because change is always just leading to something else, and it's inevitable. Change will always happen. And what Spirit is saying is that this change that happened, this crumbling of something here that's got us feeling not so great, if we look at it in a different way, take our blindfold off, remove the limitations, then there's actually something new and beautiful to be gained from it. All right. Put those ones down. I gotcha. We'll get you some underlying energy in the situation and how Spirit recommends us working with that. We've got burden number 43 coming up. This card asks us to evaluate what is a burden on our heart or on our lives. Are we carrying burdens that we don't need to be carrying? Potentially burdens from other people, even the burden of other people sometimes. Or are we emotionally burdening ourselves? We've got love, number 45 coming up. This card asks us to seek love, but the love of all things, an unconditional love. Let's see what else. And the mystery 52. So this is saying that the path has been winding for a while now, Aries. Like maybe it's winding in ways we didn't know that it was going to. You can see the picture on the card here. The sign has this like loop in the path. So maybe we took a roundabout way to getting to something, or the way that we took to get to something was not necessarily the obvious choice. Where the path leads is not necessarily the obvious choice. The obvious outcome. There's going to be an unobvious outcome to the meandering path. Oh, okay. The Nine of Wands. coming out, the Wounded Warrior card usually. And that's coming out on that Burden card. So it feels like maybe we've been through the ringer here a little bit, Aries. Like, I'm getting a sense that, like, with the Nine of Wands on top of that Burden card, like maybe there's been a lot of action, a lot of different choices or trying of things that's gone on in order to get to some kind of an outcome. And it feels a little bit tired. You've got the Queen of Pentacles coming up. You've got the Two of Swords coming up again. And the Page of Wands coming out with that. So now we've got double on the Two of Swords as well from two different decks. There's something that we're not seeing in a situation. The Queen of Pentacles is the queen of abundance and resourcefulness. She's also the queen of fertility. But I feel like this has to do with recognizing the resources that we have in order to get to this Page of Wands, this spark, or this new information, a message, or new information about a new passion or a new endeavor to pursue, something that's going to feel exciting and life-giving. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, it feels life-giving. It feels like a fertile idea. What did I do with it? There it is. And you've got the High Priestess and the High Priest. Spirit is really wanting you to know that your intuition is spot on. So, why do we have the blindfold on still with these two of cards? Or these two cards that are the Two of Swords. Maybe we just need to, like the Medicine Mother card says, honor your inner knowing. Maybe you have to have some faith in yourself and your own inner knowing. The Eight of Swords coming up. Sunstone. Yeah. There's self-illusion. Like usually the Eight of Swords is also a blindfolded card in the tarot deck. Usually depicted, she's got herself trapped in those swords, but the trap is an illusion. She could get out of it if she wanted to. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups usually being a perfect match. Are we having some disillusionment, feeling left out in the cold, some limiting beliefs about finding a perfect match? Whether that's in a person or a career or life path, something to feel passionate about, just that thing that calls out to your soul. You've got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands coming up, so that's a pretty strong message of a marriage. So, and again, take it if it resonates, right? If it's not your story, please leave it for somebody else. But when you got the Hierophant and the Four of Wands coming up at the same time, it's a pretty strong message of a partnership or a marriage. Thank you for that clarification, Spirit. So whoever this message is for, we've got some illusions or some disillusionment or limiting beliefs about finding a perfect match, a soul match. The Eight of Coins coming up. So Spirit is saying that recommending work or focus. Okay. And so this is absolutely true, is sometimes when we get ourselves too caught up in our head about one particular thing, whatever it is, if we're trying to manifest it, or we feel like there's a thing that's not working out well for us, and we've got a lot of, limiting beliefs about it. We're feeling left out in the cold and stuff like this. A change of perspective sometimes, like with this Hanged Man over here, or Temperance, can be to simply focus on something else. To shift the focus away from it for a while, to focus on what is going right, what is working well for you. And the Eight of Coins is a card of mastering a work or a skill, of putting your nose to the grindstone and mastering a skill set. And the Chariot coming up with that. Yeah, so in order to create movement, to take some action or movement having to do with your work, will actually help change your perspective on the entire situation and usher in something new for you. So I don't know if this is changing jobs or simply taking some action with your work at work. It could be starting a new project, a side project, something you're passionate about. With two Ace of Wands here. Because remember, with that Ace of Wands is the Ten of Cups. And for many people, that Ten of Cups, it is the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands together. It's a perfect partnership. It's the completion of a perfect union. And you have that Mystery card. So whatever happened here, it's like it's going to bring you full circle, focusing on getting into being excited about whatever it is you're working on, whatever you're producing, getting a move on with that, whether it's literally work or it's just a hobby or something that you do, something you feel passionate about, is going to spark the happiness, the idea for the happiness that you're looking for. And I feel that if there's a tricky bit of energy you're trying to transmute, sometimes it's good to shift your focus to something that does feel good, that does feel passionate, and does feel like it's working right for you. Shifting that energy can give us a different perspective on the trickier bit of emotional work sometimes. All right, we're going to get you one more card. This is from the Lightworkers Oracle. Can we get a closing message for our Aries friends, please, Spirit? We've got number 38, Earth Healing, coming in. And I will read that one for you. You are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by Earth and the universe. What you are doing matters, and you will be supported. Beautiful. I'm going to read you the invocation for it if you want to use it for yourself at this time. Through unconditional love, I am empowered to live my divine destiny. I trust in my gifts and talents. I know that all I need for divine success shall be provided for me. I now choose of my own free will to release any blocks, consciously or unconsciously held, around trusting the earth to provide me with all that is needed to fulfill my divine life purpose. I am so grateful to receive all that I need and more. I feel much joy within me about my life, what I am capable of, what I have attained so far, and how much I can offer the earth. I live from my heart with absolute trust. May all beings know their genuine worth and have confidence to express their grace. Through my own free will, so be it. Beautiful. Thank you so much for those messages, Spirit. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much, Aries, for being here. I appreciate you always. And have an excellent month, and we will see you later. Bye.